Therefore, we are to watch and pray. That is a commandment from the Lord Jesus Christ. Again, we know the enemy's strategy is to do what? In John chapter 10, verse 10, what did the Lord Jesus Christ says? And he gave us a good example of what a thief does. Somebody who comes to steal. I'm robber, well, nowadays people don't just go and they want to do a whole lot more. And so he says, in the case of the thief, which is also talking about Satan or the devil, he was actually saying that the devil doesn't come unless, or the thief or the armed robber doesn't come just to come to your house to just say, oh, this. He comes to do something. Three things. He comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And that is consistent with what the Lord Jesus Christ is saying that the devil does. A thief, the devil, Satan, that's what he does in life. When there is love in a community, what does the devil come to do? Put hatred, disunity, problems. So everything that happens in the world, it's all because the devil's agenda is to destroy. The devil knows that God is love. And what does he do in return? He wants hatred. So if the devil's agenda is to destroy, the Lord Jesus Christ is telling us that you have to watch and pray. But in the case of what we're talking about in Matthew 26, when he was telling his most trusted, look at the situation. Let's just examine it and go back and see what he's talking about here, because it may seem as if this is not something that should happen, and why should he say such? So the account is taken from, again, Matthew 26, when the Lord Jesus Christ took his, he had 12 disciples, 12 apostles. We all know that. And so out of the 12, 3 of them stood out to be what? They were the inner part. They were the internal, those most trusted. He knew all everybody, but these sort of attached themselves to him, so that at every occasion you find that the 3 of them were always there. They were basically leaders. So what happened? It says, verse 36, Matthew 26, 36, then cometh Jesus with them unto a place called Gethsemane, and said unto the disciples, sit ye here, while I go and pray yonder. Who was he talking about? He was talking about Peter and John. All right, and so let's read on and see. And verse 27, and he took with him Peter and the 2 sons of Zebedee, James and John. Those were the innermost. Those were the, let's use the word, those were the most holy people. Those were the most righteous people. Those were the most, they had more confidence in the Lord, and they trusted him more. They did more. They were passionate for him. They had all the desire to serve him. They were, should I use the word compassion, because passionate is something always, but they had compassion to always serve the Lord, to be with him and to serve him at every moment. And so these were people, we should say again, they were the most, people we would call who knew more. And so the Lord took them and said, oh, you got, he always had the 12 with him, all right? So, but when he got to a point, he wanted to go and pray. When you are ready to pray, at home, wherever, in the church, don't you call upon the person you trust most and say, oh, okay, brother, please pray, brother, someone pray, Leader Tunde, please pray. I mean, anybody you want as your, you ask them to pray, right? Here is Peter, John, James, and what happened to them? As the Lord Jesus Christ went further to pray, verse 38 says, Then said he unto them, My soul is exceeding sorrowful, even unto death. Tarry ye here, and watch with me. Watch with me, meaning that pray with me, stand with me, support me as I pray. He was going to pray. They were only there to support him, right? Verse 39, And he, the Lord Jesus Christ, went a little farther, and fell on his face, and prayed, saying, O my Father, if it be possible, let this cup pass from me. Nevertheless, not as I will, but as thou wilt. Which is to say that in his human, being, the Lord was feeling the pressure of the coming crucifixion. And he was praying, the Father, this thing is heavy, it's a burden on me, please, can you sort of take it away? And of course, he had agreed from beginning before he came, but then in his humanity, he felt the pressure and he was saying, like, Lord, Father, can you postpone this or, defer it or do something? And he said, but if it is your will that I should do it, then I will. So, and as he prayed, what happened? He looked around and said, hey guys, where are you? What happened? Verse 14, And he cometh unto the disciples, and findeth them asleep, and said unto Peter, the one who was supposed to stand strong and encourage the others, what, could ye not watch with me 1 hour? So, how long was the Lord praying? 1 hour.